All right, so you're still on the AM show, and as I indicated, we'll be talking about the people trying to get enlisted into the quasi-security agencies. But we've heard of 5%, 10%, 15%, 20% discount, but never 50%. Sethi Realty is offering 50% discount on their dwelling properties. Prices starting from 210,000 Ghana cedis. That's like a price of a brand new car. This offer is for a limited time and on selected units only. T's and C's apply. So if you're looking for 2 or 3 bedroom home in a gated community, make sure you call Sethi Realty on 055-143-5555 or 055-143-8888. So it's 055-143. Then you dial either 5555 or 8888. So 555s, 4 5s, or 4 8s on the back of 055-143. Okay, or you can also visit them online at nyamidiagh.com, and they have their advert in the Daily Graphic as well. So yeah, you can also get into the Daily Graphic and you can find them. I'll find the actual page in the Daily Graphic for you. But yes, as we indicated, one other thing we'll be talking about also has to do with the National Science and Maths quiz. You know, they're starting the prelims today. And so we'll be touching base with Maxwell Agbagba.
Our team is out there.
Maxwell Agbagba is an NSMQ correspondent.
Yeah, our team is out there.
He does a fantastic job. Last year he did a fantastic job on that.
At least someone is doing a fantastic job. You know, we can't, Hearts of Oak can't be like Maxwell Agbagba, so it's all good.
I've also told you that Manchester United, they also
no, we don't give a toss about Manchester United. We're in Ghana, so we're not thinking about Manchester United. Besides, we never walk alone. So, I mean, if Liverpool beat Man U, hey, that's good stuff there. But
okay, so the Sethi Realty advert is on page 9 of the Daily Graphic.
I just had the most abysmal argument.
Okay.
About this Hearts of Oak issue.
Okay.
That apparently WAC is top of their league in Morocco, which explains why they beat Hearts of Oak. Is Hearts of Oak not top of the league here in Ghana? Nobody's talking about Liverpool. Like, nobody's talking about Manchester United and Liverpool. That's England. You haven't been to England before. How are you supposing we are talking about Hearts of Oak?
I've been to England before.
Not you. I'm talking to the voices in my head that are arguing with me.
Okay, let's
focus.
See this issue. I don't know what it is that I need to tell you to convince you that, look, a team, I mean, big teams lose. That's the point I'm making. So Hearts, a big team, has lost. So yeah, let's move on.
No, we can't. But it's fine. Let's move on with the conversation.
If you can't, what do you want to do?
I'm happy. I haven't complained. Me, I'm talking. You talking about Agbagba, and I said, "Oh, Agbagba is fantastic. Not everybody can be like Agbagba. Some people will be like Hearts of Oak in their lives. But arise, arisen, continue to rise."
Okay, thousands of youth for Monday have been trooping to various centers to participate in the documentation and medical screening exercise to get enlisted into the Ghana National Fire Service, the Prison Service, and the Ghana Immigration Service. Now, they are eager to get jobs that will almost certainly guarantee job security. We're going to go out there to get to engage with them, as some of them have some very interesting stories about being unemployed and what getting these jobs mean to them. Erastus Asarodonko will be joining us shortly. But first, let's go back to what transpired yesterday.
Of personnel into the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Fire Service, and the Ghana Prison Service began today here in Kumasi. And right now we are here at the Kumasi Babayaro Sports Stadium, where the Ghana Immigration Service are having some recruitment exercise.
The medical screening and documentation exercise is expected to end by the close of week. The unemployed youth, including university graduates, joined long queues at the various centers in wait for their turn to undergo the screening exercise.
As you can see behind me, there are several unemployed graduates who have come here to be recruited. And we engage with some of them, and here's what they have to say.
It's been stressful so far. I reached here around 5:45. In fact, the time that I came here, I met about 300 to 500 candidates or applicants over here, which I started joining the queue from the Amas gate. So I think by 2 hours or 3 hours, I will be done and leave the place.
According to ACI Charles Yaobediakon of the Ghana Immigration Service, successful applicants will take an aptitude test on Saturday to complete the recruitment process.
It's going to last for 4 days, from Monday to Thursday. We break for Friday, and they'll write the aptitude test on Saturday. So far, so good. We've not had any problems. It's a system we are using. It's not just looking at the person and say, go. We key everything, and nobody can run over the system. They all have to go through the system. If you don't qualify, we take you out, then you go. We are trying to get everybody attended to within the 4 days.
The Trading Economics Global Macro Model has estimated Ghana's unemployment rate will increase from 4.3% to 4.60% by the end of 2021. However, Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta revealed the public sector cannot absorb the majority of the unemployed youth to reduce Ghana's unemployment rate. In spite of the revelation, some applicants are hopeful they will be recruited.
For me, I have hope because once the government has given out the clearance, I think we can pass through.
That's what they've been saying all this while, but they are still recruiting. So we are just trying our lucks, you see, because the unemployment rate is just too much. So you try your best, you shoot your best shots. If it's, then that's it.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I mean, everybody have an iota of hope before they spend their 100 cedis on this application.
From Kumasi for Joy News, Emmanuel Bright Kweku reporting.
So yeah, you've heard the people speaking out there. They've been told that the government payroll is full, but they're saying, well, let's still give it a shot. And see.
I have a question.
Yes.
If the government payroll is full, why are we recruiting again?
All right. So I'm sure what they mean was, yeah, we're getting to that point.
Are you speaking for the government this morning?
I'm trying to explain.
Oh, right. Okay. I get that.
So when they say, I mean, the payroll is full, it's not like it's full. In the
first place, I think that this is what they should do. I think that communication should be clear and say, look, this year we're going to hire 100 firefighters. We're going to hire this. We're going to hire that. We're going to hire that. We're going to put a cap on it. We're taking 500 applications. At some point, the application forms are finished. You know, these are the days, this, we're hiring this, we're hiring that. As opposed to getting half of Ghana at Elwak Stadium, trying to look for jobs, which is possibly what? Maybe they're looking for like 100 and something or 200 and something.
So the issue, one of the issues that is also coming up is asking these people to pay before they actually get. Do you have to pay like 100 cedis to buy a form or something?
Especially if you know that there are 500 vacancies, then, I mean, are you going to say, well, you're going to let 50,000 people apply so that you can pick the best 500? Which I get that tactic.
The fee itself is being questioned. Why are we asking them to pay anything at all?
To get employment.
To get recruited into a government.
I mean, it's not like
agency.
you're trying to go to school. It's school and stuff that, you pay for the application forms and stuff. But paying for a job, it's interesting. And it's not like, you're paying for, like, postage. So, put 5 quid in the envelope for postage. So what are you paying for? And then anyways. It's not going to change just because we got stressed out about it. Just like Hearts of Oak is not going to do better just because we get stressed out about it. But, okay.
But yes, okay, so we're trying to get Erastus on the line because Erastus is following, or they're following the issues there in Kumasi for us. So they hopefully can bring us up to speed, get to know what's happening today. Yesterday, we saw the queue out there. As far as the immigration recruitment is concerned, as you can see the people on the screen, lots of people.
Lots of chocolate
to get into.
For me to eat. Da, 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 da. That girl just looks like really tired.
do you know that what you were trying to sing is out there on?
Oh, I thought I was singing it in my head. I really thought I was singing in my head. But yeah, it's really serious. You know, you see them thronging in, you know, just to pick up forms, and then there's the medical screening, and then they'll choose those that they will, and it's just a really, really, oh gosh. I can imagine how people feel and what they're going through, standing in the sun and not knowing, you know. I do want to know, I think it would be great if the security agencies could let us know how many people they're looking to actually recruit. Yeah, that would be very interesting. And what the whole process is like, you know, so after this, then what? Because I'm sure that there are different levels that you kind of have to go through to finally get in. So yeah, should be interesting to watch. Hopefully there's no bypassing of the system.
No, but I'm sure there'll be some people who can get in using the protocol.
Okay, well, we have Erastus. Right, you want to talk to him?
All right, Erastus, good morning to you.
Morning.
All right, so we've been trying to reach you via our systems. It looks like we're having a challenge, so it's good. We can get with you on the phone. So what's happening? What's happening today?
Well, today I must say that the numbers have reduced as compared to yesterday. And today the immigration officers have also developed new strategies in trying to be very fast with the processes. So when you come in here inside the Heroes Park, Baba Yara Stadium, the first bench is where you get to, you know, show your details and make sure that your input into the system is okay. Then you vigorously run to the next stage, which is the body selection stage. Here I can see 4 immigration officers standing by 4 poles, and these are used to check the height of the applicants. And so when they check your height and it's not up to that standard, you can be disqualified immediately. And so the next stage then will be the body selection. And here, do you know that even just tattoo on your body can get you disqualified?
Of course.
And if you have double piercing on your earrings as a lady, you can get disqualified as well. I'm also learning, interestingly, that if your body build up, I mean, as a man, if you build your body to some gigantic levels, it could disqualify you as well. And if you have a flat foot, that one can also disqualify you as well. And so they will be looking out for some of these things. If you have stretch marks as a lady, the nature of the training, I'm told, will be so vigorous that if you have stretch marks, if you use bleaching creams, and you have those defects on your body, definitely you cannot go in, and so you will be disqualified and sent out. So currently, you have quite a number of them standing in front of the 2 tents, one for females, the other one for males, going through the body selection. And then you come to the final stage where indeed you're going to go through checking of your own documents, whether you brought in the right documents with respect to your educational background and all that. They check that. Then, if you qualify, you go to the next stage, which will be on Saturday, where people will be writing the aptitude test. If you pass, then you are through to the stage of training to become an immigration personnel. So that is what is going on here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, the Heroes Park specifically.
All right, so I find it quite curious, some of the things you talked about. You mentioned the people, the height and qualification, and I'm curious, what is it about the height? Are they looking for a particular height? If you're too short, you can't get into the immigration service. And then you also brought up the issue about people who are too heavily built. And I'm curious why they would disqualify anybody if the person is too heavily built.
Yeah. And also, why would they disqualify somebody for having stretch marks?
Well, they're saying that the exercise is going to be quite,
What does that have to do with stretch marks?
I don't know, but that's what they're saying.
No, but really, what does it have to do?
So maybe we probably will have to also speak with the immigration officials there to get to understand. So these are questions that Erastus can get to
I mean,
put
I
to
can
them.
understand the piercings. Obviously, I'm going to be disqualified. I can
But why though?
I can understand the piercings. I mean, I think it's about a look and a certain, you know,
I can.
a certain look and a certain feel. So I definitely get that. But what actually really bothers me is the stretch marks. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
Erastus, so yes, we have some questions. Are you able to get any answers for us?
Yes, ask them. I've been speaking with the managers on the side, and those questions you are asking about why the restriction, piercings, and the other ones. Well, I've been asking the same question. They have hierarchies. The person who's supposed to speak on set is not available at the moment. But I've been asking these questions. I'm told that by the nature of the training they have, if you have any of these defects, or if you have double piercing as a lady, it won't be good for you. If you have piercing as a man, that one will also be good for you. I've not gotten the explanation as to why that is so. And then he's also telling me that, well, if you have a body build-up, that is to a certain level. If you come in and you build your body, that's fine. But if you build your body to a certain level, based on their criteria, that one can also disqualify you. Flat foot. It will not be good for you because you'll be having problems going through the training that they do have. And so that one can also disqualify you. As for tattoos, I don't know why, but it says that it has something to do with the image of the service, and all that is part of the criteria for disqualification. So these are the things that he's spoken to me about. And the height as well. They have their own criteria for height. So if you come in here, people are going through that. You first get checked. If you come below the height, then you cannot be picked. That is also another thing right here that can disqualify you. So these are the things that we've been told they are looking. Disqualify people, limit the numbers, get the right people to go through the training to become immigration personnel.
Erastus, what about the age limits? What are the age limits for joining the security agencies?
Okay, so I'm told that with the age limit, they do have applicants who are going in the range of degree, if you have a university degree, or HND, or senior high school. So depending on which one, it comes with specific age groups. For the free SHS, I'm learning that is between 18 and 20 something. I need to check the ages very well. He came on. So the age bracket for you. That is what I've been told now. I'll try and get the age bracket for the other one.
Right,
Okay.
so the technology certainly hasn't been our ally. I mean, we would have loved to have done the live view, but what we're getting is, it looks like we have to do more of the phone. But yes, you get to speak to Erastus. Please get to speak with some of those who are trying to get in, for them to tell us what their stories are.
Okay, so currently he's trying to call the PR for me, so I could get more answers to the questions that you do ask. But in your shot, there are quite a number of people going through the body selection process, and so you can see 2 tents in here, one for females and the other one for males. And what they do specifically in those tents, you have stretch marks. If you have stretch marks as a lady, it could disqualify you. If you do use bleaching cream, and so if you you do have effect in the body that comes with the bleeding, excessive bleeding, that one can also disqualify you. If you have a flat foot, they will check that. If you have a flat foot, that one can also help you with the kind of training they go through. Then they are looking for the body piercing. If you have any body piercing, they could disqualify you. If you are a man and you have earring piercing, you are disqualified. If you are a woman, if you have double piercing or multiple piercing with the earring, that one can also disqualify you. If you have tattoo in any part of your body, that one will also disqualify you. And so those are the processes. If you see those 10, when you go from there, the last one you see here, then they check your educational background, they check your documents that you brought. If they see that indeed it corresponds with what you have printed out, then you are allowed to go and you are ready to take the IQ test on Saturday, which is the final stage of this whole application process. Then you start your training to become an immigration personnel. So currently, that is what is going through. I'm being told that the PR is not in a position to come on set.
All right.
There is a specific commander who takes care of some of these things. He's currently not around, and so we could not have, unfortunately, somebody to speak to us right here live on set.
All right, Erastus, but before we let you go, the kind of things you're talking about that the immigration officials are having to look out for, body piercing, tattoos, and all of that, does it mean that you would have to take off your clothes so they examine your body?
I wish I had the answer to that one for you, but I'm judging by the coverage of the tent in there. You see, it's totally covered. And so, yes, I will hazard a guess that indeed, if they are going to look for stretch marks, then definitely you have to take off your clothes because they need to examine the body.
Yeah.
If they are going to look out for, piercings, that one can be done with your clothes on. And so depending on...
No. There are some, Erastus, there are some piercings that you can't see.
It goes to the navel and all that.
Yeah. And other places.
I think so. So the tents are totally covered. If you see that over there, the tents are covered totally. So one person at a time. And that is what is making the process also a bit slow.
Okay.
Because one person goes in at a time, they do the examination. So I guess that you have to take your clothes off for the body examination.
All right. Thank you very much, Erastus Donko, and I'm sure you'd later get the official responsible so that you can get to ask all the questions that we've also been asking here. But yes, you can see the process as it's taking place in Kumasi. But it's not just happening in Kumasi, it's also happening here in Accra and other parts of the country. And we will keep you posted on how these things go. But yes, this is the AM show. We have a conversation about the EcoBank Joint News After coming up in a bit. Do stay tuned in. We'll be back. But before then, I noticed that when I was talking about piercings all over, you were a bit surprised.
No, I'm still getting over my shock at the 6-1 loss, the Hearts of Oak loss. Any sort of shock or surprise you see on my face has to do with Hearts of Oak. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.